Hello everyone, welcome back, Severus here, come back in the new part of it if Deku was Hawkmoth. Well, if you're wondering where I have been, well, the answer to that question is that I've been procrastinating and that was very bored. And I kind of forgot that I had a channel, but regardless of that, let's just get right into the video, shall we? Because that's what you're here for after all. Just don't make sure to not forget to tell me down in the comments what you think about this part and all of the fun stuff. The only things that make me actually want to do this crap, so let's just begin, shall we? Now, where we last left off, after the attack on Overhaul's hideout, and with the help of Ladybug and many other heroes, unfortunately, however, that attack was all orchestrated. All of it from the beginning to end. Hawkmoth was playing on both sides, feeding into Overhaul's ego and trying to make him feel like he's in control, while also supplying the heroes with informations under a fake alias, thanks to the help of, well, Toga, otherwise known as Pandora's actor, to pretend to be one of the heroes. And with all of that together, in the end, they just beated each other up like a bunch of wild animals inside of a little cage, until only one is left, injured and beaten, incapable of fighting. And that's where Hawkmoth came in and swooped all the win for himself, leaving both sides absolutely devastated. And the devastation was true. Mirio, after getting hit with the quirk erasing bullet, his quirks, his one for all, have gone. Even Ladybug's lucky charm couldn't heal it, because what happened to him wasn't damage, it was just rewinding. He's not damaged in any way, so it couldn't fix anything since there was nothing broken in him. Neither could she fix Overhaul, but honestly, why should she care about that guy? He's stuck in a body of a 7-year-old kid now. However, she did manage to save Night-Eye. But even with all of that being said, she was still very angry. Hawkmoth was playing her again. Yet again, she played into his hand like nothing more than a rag doll. And she's just getting so fed up with it. Where is he? How can she find him? Those questions just keep going through her head, and it's just eating on her mentality and psyche day and night. Mirio, on the other hand, is not good either, not in the slightest. After seeing Eri and Hawkmoth taking her away, he was devastated. He doesn't have his quirk, he doesn't have the girl, he failed everyone, including himself. It's like Hawkmoth said, Lemillion. To save 1,000,000 people? What a joke. How could he ever call himself a hero when he let a girl go? And what gives him the idea that he deserves a second chance to save her when he ignored her once before? All of these ideas just made him fall into somewhat of a depression. But even though his friends still support him, including Night-Eye, but Night-Eye is very devastated as well. To see Mirio in such state is beyond him. He never saw him like this. Even when he's not the happiest, he still smiles, but right now, seeing him like this is just bringing him his own depression. With all that being said, not to mention the fact that one of UA's students have apparently joined Hawkmoth, be it the reports from the police officers that a guy with purple hair and what he claimed to be Hitoshi Shinso, after some other police officer seeing him, realizing that he's one of the UA students that has joined Hawkmoth. Those information was not revealed to the public since no news reporter saw it. Because if the public is to know that one of UA students have joined Hawkmoth, it would be an even bigger stain on the school and on heroes in general. So these information is kept for now. With that all being said, a week has passed by and there hasn't been much happening around. Overhaul is now in a weird state where he's a child, yet he's still the same criminal. So they kinda threw him in prison, though not Tartarus since he doesn't really have his quirk and, well, again, he's just a toddler. Though they kept him alone, separated from other criminals. Emily, on the other hand, is still wondering what his Hawkmoth is gonna do with that little girl after taking her away. Why does he want her? What purpose does he want with her? She just hopes that he's not gonna hurt her in any way. He didn't seem like he was gonna hurt her. But who knows? She doesn't know, certainly. Not to mention the fact that Hitoshi Shinso, the person that is one of Midoriya's friends, if not only his only friend, it must be a little devastating knowing that his friend have been influenced by Hawkmoth. Not to mention that the police have definitely questioned Izuku Midoriya about the disappearance of Hitoshi Shinso. He did reveal that he doesn't remember anything. Last thing he remembers is that he and Shinso were walking down the streets and then everything just went blank. And for some reason, Detective Sakaguchi did not see that as a lie. His quirk did not react to it. So that brings him the idea that perhaps what happened is that Hitoshi was kidnapped and the memories of Izuku Midoriya's were wiped of that incident. Then again, who knows what Hawkmoth really is after? All of these things. It's just, what does he want with Hitoshi Shinso is still a mystery. But regardless, they thanked Izuku Midoriya for his time and hoped for him to stay strong. And do not worry himself about anything. It wasn't his fault that his friend was taken away by Hawkmoth. If anything, it seemed that Hitoshi is working with Hawkmoth willingly. So he doesn't need to blame himself about it, though Midoriya does still blame himself a bit, or at least that's what he told them. With that all being said, right now, let's cut inside of Hawkmoth's hideout. Inside of his giant, dimly lit room with the tainted glass, he's sitting on a chair with a table in front of him. On top of the table there is a shugi board with a few pieces on it. On the opposite of him sits Mr. Compress, sitting and preparing his own pieces, with Igor, of course, serving both of them some tea and cookies on the side, while they are having their little game of chess. Midoriya moves a piece forward, and Mr. Compress answers saying, "That is a smart move. However, I can still counter it if I move my piece to here," as he does move one of the pieces in front of that other piece and take it away. As Hawkmoth said, "Yes, but that was more so just a bait for this next move," as he moves another piece into the opposite direction, which takes Mr. Compress off guard and causes him to have to take that piece away and for Hawkmoth to gain it. And Mr. Compress said, "It's quite an effective strategy, baiting me into an attack so you can take my piece back. You are getting good at this game, aren't you?" As Hawkmoth said, "Yeah, I am. However, I'm not very good yet. Still, there is a lot to learn. But with time, I'm sure I can handle." As Mr. Compress said, "Yes, after all, time is the best teacher." As Midoriya said, "I thought suffering is the best teacher." As Mr. Compress continues saying, "Both do go hand in hand." Which thus reminds me, what is our next step? As Hawkmoth moves one of the pieces forward on the board, he continues speaking. "Our plan is still the same as always, trying to take the heroes down and getting on the sides of the masses." As, again, Mr. Compress saying, "That being said, how do you exactly plan on taking down the heroes? That part's still a little vague for me. Mind explaining?" As Hawkmoth said, "It's really simple actually. If you would excuse my lack of wording, let's think about it like this. This whole world is a giant farm, and the people of the masses are just sheep. The government is the farmer and the heroes, as Mr. Compress cuts him off, saying they're the dogs. As Hawkmoth said, for a lack of a better word, yes. Now, all what I'm planning here to do is to take away the sheep from the farmer. Because right now, let's say that the farm is beautiful, yes, but the grass there, its quality is not good. The sheep are starving, and they can't eat well. The dogs are still protecting the sheep from the wolves that try to attack them and harm them, and the sheep are thankful for the dog and the farmer to keep them safe. But then, imagine, a new farmer opens up a farm nearby in a much more luscious place with green grass and a lot of food to be had. And imagine if those sheep realizes that the farm that they are in is, yes, good, but there is a better place with far more better qualities and protection. What do you think the sheep will do? As Mr. Compress proceeded speaking up, it makes sense for them to try and move out into the new farm, as Hawkmoth said exactly, as he puts another piece on the board. And once all the sheep move out and are under the protection of the new farmer, what is left behind is the farmer and the dog. The farmer will have to close his farm and move out and find something else to do. As for the dog, as immediately Mr. Compress saying, he will be all alone. As Hawkmoth said exactly, a dog with no purpose, without sheep to protect, is nothing more than just a wolf getting ready to attack for his next meal. Just imagine it, the dog that once protected those sheep now is nothing more than just a wild wolf who might probably attack the new farm in order to have his meal, since now there is no one to serve him the food, and now he needs to hunt it for himself. Now the dog has two choices in this situation. He can, like I said, become the wolf and scare the same sheep that he once protected, or he can work for the new farmer. As he places another piece on the board and Mr. Compress eyes widen, he's realizing it. The vision, as Hawkmoth saying, you understand it now, Mr. Compress? I need to get all the sheeps on my side, and once that is finished, the heroes will no longer be heroes. They will be nothing more than vigilantes, or villains at best. Because a hero without people to protect is just the same as a lost dog without a sheep to protect. They will lose the will to fight, and they will have no choice of either joining me or become the very villains that the people were protected by them from. As Mr. Compress saying, now that is a smart plan. I see that you're trying to avoid as much casualties. As Hawkmoth said, there are many great heroes, Mr. Compress. Heroes that I wish to have remaining in this world, who I wish to join me. But I know that they are way too altruistic. The fact that they are amazing heroes and truly heroic is the same reason that they will never agree to joining my side. And that's why I sadly have to take their choice from them. Because once they see all of the people wishing protection from me, they will eventually have to realize that I am right, or at least that the people wish for me to lead them into a better future. As Mr. Compress said, that is nice and all, but what about Ladybug? She's still very much a problem. As he places a few pieces on the board, a piece with a ladybug symbol on its back, surrounded by a few other pieces, one with a snake, a bull, and many other animals, each representing the power that she carries. As Hawkmoth said, Ladybug will be just like the same of the heroes. Eventually, she'll realize that I am not in the wrong, but I don't believe that she'll ever stop trying to fight me because for some reason she seemed to be holding a grudge against me, even though that I'm not really having any grudge against her. It's quite weird. I don't see her as an enemy, yet she sees me like I have murdered somebody dear to her. Regardless, we'll deal with her eventually. Of course, all of this is, well, easier said than done, but with the right timing, a bit of planning, and the right acclimatizations, I'm very sure we can make it. And in the end, we will be the victorious, as he places another piece on the board. And he said, that will be checkmate. As Mr. Compress said, well, I guess I lose. You're getting very well at this game, aren't you? As Midoriya said, yes, I guess. That's odd. I guess Chisaki Kai was right about one thing in the end, as Mr. Compress questioning, saying, and that thing is? As Hawkmoth proceeds speaking, Shogi is a really interesting game, as he just sips a bit of his tea. With that being said, on the other side with Mirio Tagata and sitting together. Suddenly, Mirio sees something. A girl with white hair and a horn, and he immediately stands up saying, Harry? As Tomek is like, Mirio was the... I just saw Harry! As without second thought, he immediately starts rushing after it. He goes into the alleyway to look left and right, and he sees her by the, side of his eye, and he chases after her as she goes left, and his friend's going after him. Eventually, they reach a place. A little far place inside of an abandoned, broken, run-down house. As all three of them are there, and Tomek is like, Mirio, please slow down, what's the matter? As, Nedry is like, hey, you can't just run off on us like that. As he's, I'm sorry, I thought I've seen... As he hears a voice saying, it's nice of you to come here. I see that you've gotten my invitation. As Mirio, his body goes cold. Tameki's body runs shivers. As they turn their heads to the left to just see Hawkmoth standing there, smiling. And immediately, without a second thought, Tamaki immediately goes for the attack, but suddenly, he gets hit from the back and immediately knocked out as Mirio turns around to see Nejire hitting his friend Tamaki, and he said, Nejire, what are you doing? What is the meaning of this? As he sees her, but there is no reaction. She's not moving, there is no expression, there is no voice, no. Her eyes are empty as suddenly somebody walks from behind of her. As Mirio sees him, the missing UA traitor student, Hitoshi Shinso, standing behind Nejire as he said, good girl. Now don't worry about her. She would have been a little bit of trouble, not to mention your other friends, so we had to put them out of commission for now. Don't worry, he's not dead. I don't do that. As suddenly Nejire just falls unconscious herself as well, leaving Mirio there. As, Shinso just walks by the side of Hawkmoth, and Hawkmoth said, appreciate the help, Cerebro. As he said, anytime, boss, the rest is yours. As Shinso just disappeared into a shadow, leaving only Mirio and Hawkmoth there. As Mirio is just breathing heavy, wondering, what do you want from me? What is it? What are you after? And where is Harry? As Hawkmoth said, I see that you are a little bit in pain, aren't you? As immediately Mirio proceeds to try and go and reach him to grab into his chest and, attack Hawkmoth, but suddenly something blocks him. And he feels an invisible barrier in front of him. As Hawkmoth said, please, calm down. I know that you are a little bit angry about what happened. Lemillion, Togata. But for now, I'm just here because I want you to meet someone. She was so excited to meet you again. As Hawkmoth looks behind of his leg saying, come on now, don't be shy now. As Mirio stands there, wondering what's going on, but then he sees her. From behind Hawkmoth, she steps out. Harry steps out, but she looks different. Mirio looks at her and his eyes widen as he sees a little, beautiful, adorable girl in a jet black dress. Her hair flowing down beautifully, her horn is sharp and pointy, holding into a creepy little doll in her arms, holding it as if it's the most precious thing in this world to her. And her eyes, those lifeless, empty eyes devoid of all emotions and feelings. A face so blank you may mistake it for just a white blank page. And Mirio seeing her, he's terrified. He looks at Hawkmoth and yells saying, What have you done to her? As once he yelled, Eri gets a little frightened. She goes hiding behind Hawkmoth's legs and just peeking from the corner while grabbing tightly into her doll. And once Mirio sees that, he suddenly, goes back a little bit, realizing that he terrified the girl. he goes quiet, and Hawkmoth just puts his hand on little Aries' head as he just pets her while looking down at her, and there is a look of sadness on his face, but then he looks at Mirio saying, "Don't worry, Aerie is fine. She just wanted to see you. She was so excited to meet you again. Granted, you didn't save her, but she still wanted to make it up for you. After all, you sacrificed everything for her. So even though you didn't complete anything and you failed, she still wanted to thank you. Isn't she just the most nicest child?" As Mirio just looks at him saying, "What do you want from her? What do you want from me? Why are you here?" As Hawkmoth said, "It's simple, really. I wanted to offer you a place at my side, Tagada." As immediately Mirio looks at Hawkmoth. As Hawkmoth proceeds to speak up, he tells him about the time he offered All Might the same offer. And after a bit of conversing, he ended up saying, "So what do you say, Mirio? I offered your predecessor this proposition before and he rejected me. Will you be the same? Come and join my side, become my champion, and together we can make a world that truly is peaceful." As Mirio looks at Hawkmoth, looks at Aerie, and then he just, gets angry and said, "No matter what you say, I will never join you. Never." As Hawkmoth just sighs, and the sadness is visible on his face, yet at the same time there's a look of expectations. He did expect this outcome, and he's really, really sad that he was right about it. As he sighs and said, "Well, I can't say I did not expect this answer. No wonder All Might chose you as his successor. You are exactly like him, and that is not a compliment." As Hawkmoth said, "Very well, I shall leave you be. I will not force you to do something that you don't." But then, as he continues speaking, Aerie starts pulling on his, leg. And Hawkmoth looks down at Aerie as he said, "What is it?" As she just points at Mirio, and Hawkmoth said, "Oh, well, of course, go ahead. Do what you want to do." As Mirio wondering what is going on, what does Aerie want, but she then proceeded to step a little forward, and then she lifts her hand, her little tiny hand, as she points it at Mirio, and then her horns start to glow, and then her hands start to glow, and then Mirio start to glow, and he start feeling his body. It's painful, it's odd, but suddenly it stops. And he said, "What did you?" But accidentally, he phases through the ground. His leg phases through the ground, but he quickly control it, and he's like, What? You, my quirk, you're..." And even One For All is back as he looks at Hawkmoth saying, "Why? I rejected your offer, why did you?" But Hawkmoth cuts him off saying, "What part of my offer did I say that I will not return your power if you reject it? I was here to recruit you today. Aerie was here to give you back your powers, Mirio. I understand that there may be some friction between our factions, but even though you may see me as an enemy, and you may antagonize me, I see you as a true hero. I spoke of very harsh words to you last time we've met, but those words were out of a place of anger, because I saw what..." He looks at Aerie and he stops speaking about that part as he continues saying, "Never mind that. What I'm trying to say is that once everything is said and done, I wish to fill the streets with heroes like you. Heroes who are ready to sacrifice everything to save others. Heroes who are truly heroic. I see you as nothing more than a potential ally, Mirio, if not a friend even though you may see me as an enemy. But I hope one day you can understand that our sights and our goals are very much intertwined. As then Hawkmoth turns around and said, "We will meet again in the future, Mirio Togata. In the meantime, continue being the hero that I know you will. Your future is bright. Oh, and all of you, keep an eye on him." As from Hawkmoth's own point of view, he sees them. He looks into Mirio's heart and he sees all of them. 8 other souls standing beside of him, and they suddenly feel fear because now they realize he knows that they are there. All of the One for All vestiges realized how deep Hawkmoth's power really go. And then he disappears into the shadows with Aerie, right after she did a little wave at Mirio. And Mirio is left there, falling on his knees, crying, punching the floor, yelling with both of his friends unconscious on his side, seeing that the girl he tried to save is gone, replaced with the version that Hawkmoth created. But for now, that's where we're gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to tell me down what you think about this part and what you think gonna happen in the next part. This part took me a long time to record because those damn roosters! I will freaking cook them once I get the chance. I swear. Well, other than that, see you later.